Alright guys, here we are. Fat Cat Crazy Customs. Please subscribe. Follow my channel. I don't have the best video quality, but I am a beginner at vinyl wrapping, YouTube, all that stuff. We have to start somewhere. So this is day 3 of wrapping my motorcycle. As you can see, I just started the tank. It's a blue, Suzuki blue. And I'm going with this geometrical camouflage. Now I'm trying to wrap this all in one piece. I am very new to vinyl wrapping. I just started the other day doing my motorcycle. Here's some finished pieces. It's hard to see because of my camera quality. There's some more behind it, and then the rest are right over here on my living room. Sorry about the quality. There we go. Try to focus it in. It's not focusing. So anyway, this is how it turned out on day 3 of wrapping my motorcycle. And here is what I call the ducktail. Not too bad for first time vinyl wrapping. So a couple of beginner tips is make sure you have your tools, of course, and make sure you got a clean surface area in your house, in a workshop that's clean, and patience. I'll tell you, I'm not a patient person. I get very frustrated very easily, especially with them pieces over there. A lot of inlays and curves and a lot of bunching and binding. I'm sure I'm going to experience the same on my tank here. But luckily, I feel like this tank is one of the easier ones I've seen on YouTube to wrap. It's really flat up top and got a couple edges here. And now you know what I'm going to do down here because that'll be hidden by plastic. So make sure you have your tools. I was supposed to get my tool kit the other day in the mail. I've been mainly using this in my fingers, which seem to be working well. And what I really could use is a vinyl wrap glove. I've been using a rag if I need to, smear some spots. But so I'm just trying to tell you, if you're a beginner, you can do it. Maybe practice on something, and if you don't have the vinyl wrap to practice, just dive right in to it and start wrapping it. So I'm going to shut off the video camera because I cannot do time lapse. I do not have the equipment. So I'm going to shut it off, do some vinyl wrapping, and then show you guys. Hey guys, I'm back here. I didn't do too much more, but I just wanted to touch base on things. Now it will take and could take multiple hours to do small areas or even the whole thing. Sorry for my house. I wanted to touch base on this piece in particular. This was a very large piece to do. On my first piece, which was back here, not too bad. I know my little keyhole there needs cut out a little bit better, but I still got some minor things to do. I got to cut out the holes because you have to cut them out, or when you turn in your bolt, it will just twist your vinyl and ruin it. So what I did here is I did this in 2 pieces, this one here, to try to make it easier because I was very frustrated. And what happened was, now you can see where it overlapped. Right here is a little piece. I tried to line it up as best as I could. But I think from a distance, this is going to look very awesome. I watched a lot of videos on YouTube, how there's all kinds of minor mistakes, and, I still got to trim edges. There's a lot that I have to do yet. I cut out all the little holes. But one thing is try to be patient. I'm telling you, I am so impatient. I will mess shit up before I am patient. I'm just one of them retards that thinks he knows everything and thinks he can do everything. If someone else can do it, I can do it. That's how I am. That's how I feel. So, and I want to learn how to vinyl wrap. I already have people hit me up asking, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And I told them, not yet. So, and now, I want to try to show you guys something. I don't know if I can. You see all these little ripples here? If you try to squeegee that down, it's just going to create ripples in your sorry, I was getting a phone call, in your vinyl wrap. So what you would do is you would pull this out and you would heat it up a little bit. Some people don't even use heat. But if it's nice and flat like it is right there, you can squeegee that down. If it's flat like this, you're good to go. But if you see a bunch of ripples and pools in it, you're going to have to heat it and pull it off. And, sorry, he's getting a message. My wife's calling me. So, you will get bunch spots. Like, I don't know how it's going to play out underneath here, but I think it's going to be alright. Because I was thinking about doing this in 3 pieces, and I simply just don't have no knifeless tape. I'm at home with a motorcycle torn apart. The woman has the car. So, and I was going to maybe, if I had to somewhere where it bunched real bad, is slice it and then overlap it. That's a nice thing. Also, if you're a beginner, I would recommend trying to use a camouflage or something, because you can put in patches and no one can tell because they think it's supposed to be like that. Now, like, this is geometrical black on black camouflage. This you can kind of tell, but there's a lot of parts that I did some patch jobs because I simply overstretched or it pulled back, and you can't even tell. It looks like it's supposed to be like that. So bear with me. I don't have a tripod to hold my phone or a time lapse, so I'm going to shut it off and try to vinyl wrap some more. And we'll be back with the finished product. Alright guys, a little bit of a check-in here. It don't look like I got too much farther. It's been about, I want to say 20 minutes since you last seen me. So I got down to here. Not very much more to do there. Another thing I did, guys, is I let my Suzuki symbol underneath, which I thought would look cool. And it kind of does, but what I'm finding out is I didn't clean around it good enough, and the vinyl don't want to stick, so I'm going to keep trying to mess with it to get it stick down in. It's sticking around the edges, but not down in here. So, but so far it's turning out well. Not many bubbles. And that's another thing I haven't mastered yet, is how to get all the bubbles out. Like, there's not many bubbles, but every now and then you'll see one. It just appears. I guess that's moisture in the air from using a heat gun. Now another thing is have good pressure. You want to press pretty firm, and you want to use a felt, especially if you're using, because if you push on this too hard, it's going to mark it. So, yeah, good pressure, guys. So this is a little check-in, and I'll come back when it's finished. Alright, guys, I finally got it done. So, big problem. It bunched up so bad here, I had to cut it and put a patch in. They didn't have no knifeless tape. I went everywhere looking. And so I patched it. Yeah, it looks kind of funky. And then, same thing over here. It's done. It's not how I envisioned it, but it's still, it's nice. I think so. So, join in for whenever it's assembled, and thanks for watching, and subscribe. Fat Cat Crazy Customs. and like. Thanks, guys. I hope that it helped.